challengers!
Welcome everyone to my Street Fighter figure collection, where I'm going to be discussing both the Jada and Sota lines, give you my thoughts and opinions, the differences and the future for the collection. So these are mostly based on Street Fighter 2, I believe, at least most of them are. And Street Fighter 2 is the very first game I played on the Super Nintendo, so no doubt these give me very good memories. And the animated movie Street Fighter 2, as it's titled as, is still one of the best films I've seen in animation. So in terms of the collection, there's going to be more released by Jada Toys. Since this is a new line, they're still on the process of making more. And for Sota, I believe they've stopped making figures, but of course they do have the full collection if you can still find them, since they were made in the early 2000s. So the major differences is of course you're getting new sculpts, new build, new paint in the Jada ones. And then for Sota, I think they still hold up today. I think some of them still work in the collection. So let me quickly just go through the ones I have on screen. Some more Sota ones I do have, which I'll bring in later on. So at the back in the box here we have Guile, and then Bison, Fei Long, Ken, Chun-Li, Dhalsim and Ryu. These are all from the new Jada Toys. And then for the Sota line we have Sagat, Vega, Blanca and Guile. So recently I just picked up Guile for Jada Toys. So I was kind of contemplating whether I needed it because I really like the Sota version. But now that I thought about it, I think I'll just complete the Jada line. I just feel the prices are too good to miss. And yeah, I just want all the main characters. And recently, I believe they've done Cammy and DJ as well. So I will look to complete that collection and then see who they release next, which may be Blanca, I think, based on some of the reviews that are out already. And one of the main reasons why I started the Jada line is not only are they the better figures, but I just feel especially for Ryu and Ken. So these two were probably my go-to characters in the game, and I just feel that they didn't do them justice in the Sota line. They are too thin for me, not muscular enough. So that is why I went for the new Jada versions. So for Ken, it's still pretty cool to have. You can see this one has the alternative head sculpt with the longer hair. And for characters like Ryu, included some accessory, which is only exclusive for this figure. So yeah, these I still will keep in my collection, but obviously for the Jada ones, they are a lot better. And it's the same for Chun-Li. This one has this cool alternative head sculpt. So it's her cheering after she wins a fight, which they didn't do for Jada, I wish they did. But you can see the overall build and sculpt is not as good as the Jada version. That's the reason why I really started on this line. And then for characters like Dhalsim, the Sota ones are very rare now, so I don't think you can get them for a decent price. So that is why I went for the Jada version. And it's the same for Zangief and Honda. I think you're better off just waiting for the Jada ones. And then characters like Fei Long, I did have the Sota version, but the legs were very floppy. This one is a major improvement. And the other version is Bison, the boss. So I did pick up the Sota version as well. Height-wise, I never expected him to be that much taller than the new Jada version. But you can see paint-wise, it's a lot different. And even the sculpt is different. I still really like the Sota one. It's not too bad. But obviously, in terms of proportions, I think this Jada one is a lot better. So in terms of the Jada toys, of course, I don't have any problems with these figures. I think the prices are very good. The accessories included are pretty cool as well. So for Chun-Li and Ryu, for example, we have these effects on the stand, which is something that Sota never did. They did include some effects, of course, for their figures, but this is like a new concept. So in terms of Sota, we have Guile here. This one actually feels like the animated movie version in terms of the paint colors. It has more of that realistic look compared to the Jada one, even though I've yet to unbox it. So this one's not too bad. You can see it has the chains around his neck. And yeah, it's actually a very good sculpt. I'm probably going to keep this in my collection. No doubt it reminds me of the movie version. And the accessories are not too bad either for this Guile. So it does include these effects, kind of like for his sonic boom, but I do prefer the Jada one based on what I'm seeing. And it also includes the hand with the comb. So that's something that Jada has done as well. And then if we bring in Blanca, for me, this is one of the underrated figures of the Sota line. Again, this kind of reminds me of the animated version with the darker green colors. The Jada one, of course, looks pretty cool based on photos and reviews I've been watching, but the colors are very bright. This one, I think, is very underrated, and even though it doesn't stand that well, it's still a very good figure. So I really like this one. And then for Sagat and Vega, it is to complete the Shadaloo. With Bison, I'm still yet to pick up Balrog. I did have the Sota one, but I ended up selling it. So I'll just get the Jada version. And then the rest of the characters I can actually view at the back of the box. So you can see this is the rest of the roster. So I'm looking forward to buying especially Honda and Zangief, and then some other characters as well. So there is a question mark here, so this is probably going to be the bonus. So that is something that's going to be interesting to see who they do. And the alternative Ryu and Ken I'm not that interested in, but if they do like a different color of Ken, the purple costume that he wore, that one actually sticks to my mind in the game, so that one I would be interested in. And for someone like Blanca, if they did the blue version, that would be pretty cool as well. But I'm mostly going to look to buy their original looks from the game, and I will get all the characters for Jada. So yeah, in terms of differences, of course, Jada has the better paint in terms of the colors. They pop a lot more. Joint wise, articulation wise, accessories, you're going to get the better figure. Sota obviously has more of that realistic look. They still hold up today, but obviously the joints aren't as good. They don't stand that well. But I feel that if you do have them, I recommend mostly try and keep them. I think they are still actually very good figures. So in terms of Jada, I would say that just go for them if you don't have any Street Fighter figures. If you are into Street Fighter 4 or 5, then yeah, you're going to have to get the other lines. Storm Collectibles have made some very good figures. They are very different size. And then I believe NECA have done some on Street Fighter 4. Those ones are pretty old now. And most recently, Tamashii Nations have made some SE figure arts of the characters, which are actually pretty cool, but it's unlikely they'll do all the characters. So that was just some quick thoughts on my Street Fighter collection for both the Jada and the Sota line. If you have both of these figures in the collection, you can also comment down below which ones you prefer. And of course, for the future, which ones are you looking forward to be made by Jada Toys? Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.